sorry, real quick. Yeah, I'm doing my car. Sure, guys. That video part one was mainly about some other shit and what's it called? And how I carry yourself on the streets, and how I lost my virginity. So quick recap: I lost my virginity at 19 years old to a hooker from Backbeat. A hooker that was in her she was in her early mid 40s. Like she was kind of old, but that's the thing. I like older women in general. I feel like I'd rather fuck older women than women my age. But I love women my age too. They're not hot, but it's like in the end of the day, I feel like I don't vibe so much with women my age, or they're not like that spiritual, or they don't really understand love or the world or existence like that. Like basically, my first love, Tiger, what I'm talking about a lot. She's the only person that I've ever met that actually more God realized and enlightened than I am. Like she taught me OD about enlightenment, spirituality, and everything the first time we showed. But anyway, that's the point. So let's assume for that. So but anyway, now we fast forward. I lost my virginity at 19, so I wasn't a virgin anymore. Now we fast forward to 21. Now I remember the day specifically. I was hanging out with Juan, Slasher, and Slasher's girlfriend. And I remember Slasher told me something that I was doing that, oh, you'll never have a girlfriend, right? You're too fucking shy or pussy to ever get a girlfriend. And I remember I got so pissed off at that I was talking to this girl already. Her name's Alicia Warner, that's her name. So she ever sees this, or help me find her, guys, or whatever. But yeah, pretty much. I think I was talking to her for a month already on Meet Me. But literally, I don't even know I was doing it. But I was literally doing loveism since I was that young. Cause I already had like 3 years at that point, 21, of meditation, mindfulness, and watching videos on spirituality, enlightenment, and galvanization. So I was already like way more than 30% God realized. I'll say, alright, so Alicia. We'll talk about Alicia first, then we'll talk about that. So yeah, Alicia. Basically within 6 days of me just being honest and real and authentic to just telling her what I honestly want from her, what I want to be or whatever, she drove an hour and a half, because she's upstate. She has a car. She drove an hour and a half to come to my building, my apartment. I don't remember how, but I had the free crib for a little while. I got really lucky. I never had the free crib. So I had the free crib, and she drove an hour and a half from upstate New York to the Bronx, and just to come see me. And she brought like an eighth of good ass fucking weed. So I got weed and I got a girl. So basically, the first time we hung out in my crib, we didn't actually have sex really, but we made out a lot, and she was grinding my dick with her panties on and on my boxers. So we didn't have sex, we had a lot of foreplay, right? So then a week later comes now, and she wants to see me again, but this time I don't have the free crib. So I went to my best friend from high school, Jay Sean. We actually fought before, but it wasn't a point. My best friend from high school, Jay Sean. I went to his crib, but she told me this time I needed the weed. I needed to buy weed this time. So pretty much what I did was, I know I make money during that time, so I just sold like 4 to 6 video games that I had beaten or I wasn't interested in, and I think I got like $15 or $20 or something. And I think I remember Jay Sean took me to, we were sitting in Jay Sean's block. My friend was St. John, we were sitting fucking in his crib, right? So we were sitting in Jay Sean's block, and Jay Sean helped me find some weed. I think I paid $17 for a dub. I can't remember, but I remember paying 17, so I'm pretty sure I got a dub. So I had the weed, and then from there, Alicia came over, and the first thing she did when she saw me, she hugged me and we started making out in the street. Then I walked her, held her hand, and walked to Jason's crib. And Jason and her was, 3 of us was Italian, talking out, whatever. And then from there, we went to the spare bedroom, and we had sex. With a condom, of course, it sucks, but you know. Clean girls, regular girls that aren't crack whores, you usually have to fuck them with a condom the first couple of times before you fall in love with each other, bond deeper, and then she'll allow you to fuck her raw. But probably even though she fuck her raw, she's gonna tell you not to nut her pussy, to not eat her asshole or her ass or her tits or her mouth. So yeah, guys, I remember that. We were having sex and everything, and she was sucking my dick. And then I tried to eat her out, but her pussy was so fucking small, it was horrible. And she was fishy as fuck, and she didn't wash her pussy at all. So I don't know. I don't know if she got fucked before she saw me or something, I don't know. But that pussy was fucking super fishy. And pretty much from there, we just had sex. And there was no AC in that room. It was the peak of summer, so we were both sweating like fucking crazy. So we had sex for about like 20 or 30 minutes, and then we decided to stop. We were sweating too much. I can't remember if I nutted or not. I don't remember. I think I did, but I don't remember. Then from there, we go to the living room, and then she goes on her phone. She talks to somebody for like a whole hour on her phone, and she didn't want to cuddle with me or anything. So pretty much for those reasons, I was a loser about that. Even though, yeah, I had sex, that was when I had sex legitimately, I'm paying for it, I was still pretty much like an incel and an introvert, and I looked at myself as a loser. Right? Because I was 21, I wasn't until I'm 22, right? So, for those 2 reasons, for her fishy pussy, and the fact that she was talking to someone for an hour, was that I was so paranoid, I assumed right there was her real boyfriend, I really wanted to stop texting her. Now, she texted me like 2-3 times, but I didn't reply to her when she stopped texting, right? So yeah, that was the first one I slept with him, right? So now we're gonna fast forward to, I think, 23, 24, where I had, Well, I finished working for that janitor company, the maintenance, the janitor company, CVS. So if you ever need a job, guys, just go to Queens, go to CVS, and they'll hire you automatically. They'll hire anybody, but you only work for 2 or 3 months at first. But I think the more you do part-time temp work and you do your work good, they're gonna notice you and they'll give you a permanent spot. And they have direct deposit too, it's really good. So anyway, that's another point. That's wrong with guys. So yeah, pretty much at 23, when I got my last paycheck from the second time work part time, I pretty much instantly went. I don't even remember Baptist around. I can't remember where I found this girl, but it was this Asian woman, and she looked really hot in her pictures. Like, she looked younger and hotter in her pictures, right? So pretty much I call her. I tell her where she's at. I tell her I want to fuck her. So from there, pretty much, I go on this crazy ass journey to go downtown in the fucking downtown. I think I got on 59th Street and I got lost and shit, but I had money on me. So what I did was that somehow I got her address, or remember her address, and I paid a cab to take me to the front of her building. I think my phone was still on, because I think I was talking to her the whole time with the cab, and she came downstairs and the time when the cab was there, and she walked me to the building from there, and from there I met the fucking lady that was counting money and shit, right? Alright, counting money and shit, right? So we go, this girl was way older than her pictures. Like, she had to be at least in her mid-40s, even early 50s, but she was Asian, and I had to think for Asians at that time. So pretty much I ended up fucking her, but pretty much while I was fucking her, she was telling me to stop or slow down, but I'm like, nah, bitch, I paid for this shit, I give you money, I want to fuck you the way I want. So I was fucking her mad rough and aggressive. I think at some point I even choked her or something, I can't remember, but I was fucking her mad fucking aggressive, but I couldn't come. So pretty much she decided, so what ended up happening, I literally ended up just fucking jerking off my dick in a condom and coming. But I got to fuck a little bit though, but condom sex feels fucking horrible. I hate condom sex. I'm never gonna have condom sex again unless I truly have to. But yeah, guys. So that was the second hooker. That was the second and last hooker I ever fucked. So I was at 22 years old, right? So now we're gonna fast forward to 25. We're now gonna talk about my first love, Tiger. So it's gonna be good. So basically, me and Tiger met on Whisper. My name is how we're basically. I'm not making money now no more. I'm pretty much to have a real account there as a guy and myself. Cause I'm trying to get a girlfriend or a girl to work in my company as a mink. So yeah, that's besides the point though. Basically, Shooter and Tiger were texting all day, every day, 12, 24 hours a day on Whisper. And then from there, we decided that we wanted to see each other. And Tiger actually woke up late and missed her shift to work. So she got to come earlier. And she had me down this app called Wicker. And she called me through Wicker and everything. And we were talking to Wicker on the phone and stuff. And I fell in love with her voice the second I heard it. I swear to God, she has a sexy, amazing voice. Like, she has the highest voice I've ever heard in my life, right? So yeah, pretty much from there, she asked me to do the Uber thing or whatever, but I don't think I have money online or whatever. I didn't know how to use Uber, so she ended up getting the Uber herself and paying for herself, and she went from my building. I still remember when she said she was here, and I was chilling with my boy Bob, I just chill with just now, and she told me saying, got cold feet. And she told me saying grr, G-R-R, right? So then when I go downstairs, I see her in person, I give her a nice big hug and I lift her up, and I tell her I'm really happy to meet you. And then from there, we go to my crib, and the second she does it to my house, my sister started pressing the living shit out like crazy. I don't know, my sister thought she was a hooker or something, I don't know. My sister started asking her so many fucking questions, and Tiger being the boss bad that she is, Tiger made up a whole crazy ass lie, saying that we've been hanging out since February, but we stopped since COVID, and that we're not hanging out again now. And she told her mad other stuff about her freaking foster care and stuff. Like, they talked for a good like 20 minutes, and then after 20 minutes, my sister finally let her go and started trusting her, and we went to my room. And when we went to my room, I remember she told me about Coke, so I'm pretty sure I bought the Coke. I think I bought like maybe like two 20s of Coke, or maybe 3 20s, I don't remember, or even 4 20s, I don't remember how much. But I think during that time, I don't remember I was working. I don't remember how I got the money for the Coke. Cause I wasn't paddling that time. Anyways, yeah. So we're doing Coke and shit, and we're talking a lot. And then I remember I wanted to show Tiger my main guru at the time, Leo Guru from Asha.org. But she told me, no, I want you to spend it yourself. So basically, I pretty much told her that I realized that I'm God, I'm the creator, and that everything is one. And she would ask me my questions like why I feel that way, why I think of that, and so describe it, and I did. And she told me that she's an empath, she gets energy a lot. And she told me that I have good energy and pure energy and stuff, right? So then from there, she talked to me about her whole life and everything, about all her ex-girlfriends and guys she was into or whatever. And pretty much she told me straight up that pretty much the only guy she could see herself having kids with is her rapist. I'm not going to say anything more about that. I'm going to say that she had a rapist that raped her from pretty much she was really young, and they've been fucking her for the majority of her life. And now she's like her dom. She's like his dom and she's her slave. But at the end of the day, he still rapes her sometimes. But I don't think he rapes her anymore. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I'm my first love Tiger. We hung out like 6 times within a 2-week period. But pretty much I ended up getting back into crack. and I told Tiger about it, and Tiger really told me, if you don't stop doing those drugs, I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. And like a piece of shit that I literally chose crack over her, and I pretty much fucked up our whole relationship, and now she doesn't really want to fuck with me like that no more. So yeah, that's Tiger. So now after that, I've been messing around with crack whores. Like pretty much I fucked 4 crack whores on the block. Pretty much they're all my friends with benefits. I can fuck them whenever I want. Like I could either just knock and just call them to come up on the shelter or knock on their door and they can come in and I can fuck them. So I mean I can't always fuck them for free, but if I bring like a dime of crack or $20 or something, I can fuck my 58-year-old mistress. And then I have my first bottom bitch, Sophie, which I can fuck her for almost like maybe I know I can literally fuck her for $20. Like I know I talk to her the right way to straight up and be like stern and real and be the authority of her, treat her like she's my hoe. I could probably give her give me head or fuck her raw for $20, $40 to max. I would never pay that bitch more than $40 to fuck her raw or give head. Cause that bitch took my money like twice. The first time we were chilling, I gave her $35 to head and she said, oh nah, just to chill with me. And the second time she already texted me for help. And I already told her I actually had money in the time, so I told her I can help you pull up, right? And basically, I was trying to give her a little bit, but that stupid hoe, I fucking gold thinking hoe Sophie, demanded I give her almost all my fucking money. I told her straight up, like, yo, I owe a drug dealer, and I'm trying to get some money for LSD to could crack. And she said, how's that my problem? He said, give me my money now. And that's how it was. I was so simple. Even though I was her pimp technically, I was more like her marketer than her pimp. But basically, she was the fucking one talking the rules out. And I was just listening to her, because I had a huge crush on her, and I was simping to her a lot. So pretty much she ended up taking she ended up taking like over $45 from me and left me with $6. So I was fucking tight. And then she said she was gonna let me make a video of her ass and shit, right? I was at the time I was trying to make a Snapchat premium with her, and that bitch ended up doubling my shit, took $20 of crack that I had two $20 back to crack. She took one of them and said she was gonna give me half. Bitch took my shit and never fucking came back. Bitch lied to me about where she lived. She lied to me that she lived in my block, and she lied to me that she don't fucking live there. And later on, when I saw her again, she told me that she lives somewhere else. And I saw her on Pressure and shit. She said, you gotta be a black guy. So at first, I was actually gonna fight for her, the guy. But now that I think about her, the bitch really offers and shit, she deserved the beating. And also, she was lying because my mom saw her in Crushes and she had my mom for money. And my mom dubbed this shit. And my mom said straight up, yo, hey, she's on, oh, I saw your little girlfriend, your hoe, this and that. She back with money, she was in Crushes. But I could tell right away she's not really injured because she has no past. So yeah, right now that bitch is literally pretend she is injured, have Crushes, she would get money. And she's a $20 hoe. Well, she's a $48 hoe. Because she offered sex to my neighbor Bobby, my best friend Bobby, my new brother. And she told him 40 for head and 80 for sex. So that bitch is an $80 hoe, not even a $100 hoe, an $80 hoe the most. But with me, I'll turn her into a $20 hoe. But if she fucking fucks with me and works with me, I'll turn her from a $40, $80 hoe into a high-class escort that makes anywhere from $15,000, $1,500, $2,000 just to go on a date with a guy, treat him nice, and eat free dinner, and then just give him a hug and most a kiss. None of you have to be in his lips, you have to be in his cheek or his forehead. All she has to do at the end of the date is give him a hug and a kiss and start following her home and tell her that she's interested in him. All she has to do is act. So that's what I'm trying to do, guys. I'm trying to turn these fucking hookers into escorts. So yeah, so pretty much, let's see. So, I guess we'll talk about Sophie. With Sophie, the only thing I ever done with her was see her titties, and I think grab her ass, and I think we kissed one time. I can't remember. So yeah, that's Sophie. So let's see, we got the two hookers. Well, the first hooker, Alicia, the second hooker, Tiger, and Sophie. So now we have two more. Basically, my fake girlfriend Angel, who really is Fawn, like we hung out at my crib at least 5 times, and we just smacked such as would give me head and fuck me. But every single time we were about to have sex, she was either a dope thinker or wanting to get high. So she would literally spend like over an hour poking herself, trying to shoot dope or coke, I don't know what it was. And every fucking time, before she even finished, or she did finish, my mom would come home right there, in fucking horrible timing, and she would kick her out. My mom kicked Angel out of the house like, at least 4 times or more. So yeah, and also the problem with Angel that she lives in Mashulu, so she doesn't come to the block that much. I haven't seen her in 2 months, but the next time I see her, I'm gonna fuck her and I'm gonna make it to my employee of Ism Mingle. We're gonna sell Ism together. Alright, so that's yeah. Alright, and then after those two, there were the 2 hours crack working in the block, and I had both of them. As long as I had a girlfriend and one was my own. That was the point though. So pretty much from there, now we have this fucking Haitian hoe named Natasha, the first crack whore I fucked. Basically, I had a diamond crack I brought to my house. And I told her, she told me straight up she don't fuck with crack, but I told her straight up, you're going to today. And then from there, after she got hit a crack, I ended up fucking her raw in missionary for like 30 minutes. But her pussy was so loose and no good and everything that I ended up getting bored of the sex, and I said, fuck, I want more crack. So I got more crack, and this stupid hoe told me she was gonna get like $120, $150 from some person, I don't know how. And she told me, and she made me get a fucking credit line from one of my dealers, we'll call, we'll just call him X. We'll call him XY. So pretty much I ended up getting an $80 credit line with XY, but XY forgot that I was an 80 and he told me I owe him 60. So pretty much I owed this nigga 60 and I've already paid him right away. I was fucking around so much, just smoking and shit, just telling him I'll pay him later. But in the end, my boy Slasher convinced me to pay him, so I ended up paying him in 2 days. I think the first day I paid him 30, and the second day I paid him 35 and got a dime. And then from there, I ended up owing him $10. So from there, once I paid him, I owed him those $10 for like 4 to 5, 6 months. And then he saw me one day after those $10, and I got my EBT in that night. So I ended up paying him the last $10 I owe him. So now I'm good, I don't owe him. I don't know why I mentioned them all. Oh yeah, because I fucking missed Natasha. So yeah, I saw him, let me see. So alright, I'm gonna count them all in the end. So now we got this other bitch, this other crack whore I fucked for $10. Named, I forgot her name. I think it was something with Tanisha or some shit, but she was married and she just needed money for food. So basically, I paid her $10 and she went to her condo and I had sex with her doggy style. But this bitch was so fucking lame and whack that she didn't even let me talk dirty or anything. Like that was the worst sex I ever had by far. And like you must, I vowed from now on that I'm never fucking with a condom ever again. I'm always fucking wrong. So I said, I have some tea with her Tanisha. So let's see what other crack would I fuck. Oh yeah, also my main mistress, my 58-year-old mistress, that's Little Ben's with Lucy. Basically, I paid her, I bought Mac crack for her, and I paid her $20, and she sucked my dick. But this bitch didn't even finish, guys. Like, I didn't even make me come. She just sucked my dick for I think like 3 to 5 or 10 minutes the most, and I didn't come, and she left me with blue balls. She only sucked my dick once, but we hung out a couple of times now, and I met her husband, and I made friends with her husband. Because pretty much this thing, guys, if you're fucking a married woman and she was her husband and you see her husband, you have to be friend with her husband and basically fuck with him and rock with him. So he has to say, oh, that you're fucking his wife or whatever. That's a little bit of information on fucking girls with boyfriends or husbands. Alright, so yeah, so that's pretty much everything. Let's count. The first Dominican hooker, Black Girl Alicia, the Asian hooker, Tiger, my first love of my life, Sophie, but I never done anything stuff with Sophie. I think we've only made, I don't remember, Sophie. Then my other bomb is Nicole, who sucked my dick for 10 seconds in the elevator of my dope boy square. So that's Nicole. Then we have Natasha, Lucy, Tanisha, and who else? Oh yeah, that's it. So I fucked about 9 women throughout my life. So I'm 1 woman away from 10. But the crazy thing about that is that I literally brought over 15 crack whores to my crib to fuck. And every single time I brought them, my mom would either wake up from her sleeping or she would just come to the house right there and she would kick them out. It's to the point now that my mom doesn't want me to bring anybody to the house. And I'm respecting her rules now. That's why I'm smoking here in the staircase, still smoking in my room. Even though my mom will be sleeping alright. But anyways, yeah guys, that's my history with women, guys. That's my sexual history with women, guys. So far I have 9 bodies in my belt. And I'm trying to get at least another 20. But yeah, guys, I fucked so many girls, guys, but I've never had a girlfriend. It's crazy. Like, all I ever had were friends with benefits, or sex buddies, or just hookup buddies, or no labels relationship. And I've had 2 hoes because I'm a pimp. Right now, I'm not really. I'm a pimp because I'm making money off my hoes' pictures. But at the end of the day, I don't have no actual hoe right now. But I could call bitch Sophie, my first hoe Sophie, at any time, and get her to vote for me easily. In fact, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if I call her right now after this. So yeah, guys, my sexual history, guys. Peace, guys. Peace.